Hey there, Good Friday morning, GCF. This is one, two, three things from this week. I'm sitting back here in the hub at our 300 North Lexington building. And so the first thing I want to let you know about today is that our youth group is leaving this mid to late afternoon for their spring retreat. Pastor Phil has worked really, really hard on that. He's had to overcome a few obstacles, particularly with travel arrangements this week, but the Lord has worked all of that out. And so two things about this weekend's youth retreat is, first of all, I want to say thank you to all of you who regularly support the GCF budget and have also given some additional support financially to the GCF Youth Ministry. For the first time in really the recent history of GCF, at least in the 10 to 11 years I've been here, all of our youth were able to go on a retreat without any additional charge for that. And that meant that all of the kids were able to go. There was nothing financial in the way holding any of them back or keeping them from going on this retreat. So just really want to thank everybody for that. I want to ask you to pray diligently this weekend for the Lord to touch and bless the lives of all of our youth while they're on retreat, and to be present to the youth through all of the leaders who are going this weekend. So don't forget to pray for the youth retreat this weekend. The second thing I want to talk about is this Sunday. We're going to be in the fourth of the 6 parts of the A Worthwhile Life series. This Sunday, we're going to be talking about Philippians chapter 3, verse 12 through chapter 4, verse 1. And when I was preparing this series, one of the things that I really wanted to do was to take this Paul's letter to the Philippians and really to pull some of the core truths out of it that just really apply in really practical ways to day-to-day living, and how to go about having a worthwhile life. And so hope you've noticed that over the last 2 or 3 weeks that this has just been some good, practical, meaty stuff that you can wrap your life around every day, that will make your life more meaningful and make your life more Christ-centered, and make it more worthwhile. So we're going to continue in that journey this Sunday as we talk about running the right race and how important it is in a worthwhile life to do that. So that's this Sunday at 9 and 11. The third thing I want to tell you about in this 1, 2, 3 is the month of April. I mentioned before my sermon, I think at both services this past Sunday, that April is going to be an awesome, awesome month. Here at GCF on April 16th, we get to celebrate Easter together at 9 and 11. And then, of course, after that 11 o'clock worship service, we're going to have Easter lunch back up at our 225 South Walnut property up at what we call the Ministry Center. There'll also be an Easter egg hunt up there for the kids in front of the 300 building here on Easter Sunday, just outside those doors. We're going to have that cross that you can bring flowers to put on again, and we're going to have a couple of folks taking family portraits and couples portraits and friend portraits, whatever kind of portrait picture you want to have taken out there with that flower cross on Easter Sunday. And so just want to be encouraging you now to think about who you're going to invite to worship on Easter Sunday, as we're going to be talking that Sunday in worship about the idea of can you understand Jesus without Jesus? I'm going to be looking at the story of the 2 men walking with Jesus on the Emmaus Road. So that's Easter Sunday. The Sunday after Easter Sunday, April 23rd, I believe is the date, is what we're calling Donkey Sunday. And that's just going to be a great day of service for GCF. We're going to gather here in the 300 building at 9 o'clock for a couple of worship songs, a devotional, and some prayer. And then we're going to disperse into teams, send out 250 of us into the community of Jessamine County here to do some service projects and just to put some feet on our faith on that Sunday morning, and show our local community that we live up to that one objective, that one goal value we have, that we love locally, and especially the last, the least, and the lost. And then that brings me to Sunday, April 30th, which is going to be a baptism Sunday. So if you've been thinking about baptism, you know somebody that might be thinking about baptism, have them get in contact with us so that we can get them all set up and get them ready to be baptized on Sunday, April 30th. So that's 1, 2, 3 things for this week. Hope you guys are having an awesome weekend, and I'll see you Sunday if I don't see you around town before then.